today's session, basically we'll talk about regional ideas, I think two for respective country. But before I start, just want to highlight the view on ASEAN 40 index. At this juncture, I think we do expect another round of volatile session. I think this week will be volatile again. I think if you look at what is happening on the chart, it fell off the high. The bulls continue to have the upper hand because the 30-day SMA is still trading above. But when you look at the macro headlines, Biden exit the election campaign. Then also you have the China latest economic blueprint. These are some of the things that may affect the movement of the global index. So I think when you trade the ASEAN 40 index, do make sure that I think beware of the volatility ahead. I think this week for Malaysia, I think the first stock we are going to share is Farm Fresh. If you look at Farm Fresh, share price actually took out the previous high. Hence, I think there is a good chance that the upward trajectory may be extended. Our optimism is actually, if you look at the chart, premise on the fact that candles have been able to hold on above the 30-day and 50-day SMA for the past few months. So I think chances are more upside ahead. Second stock, IOI Corp. Share price corrected from a high of 414 in May this year. It actually fell to a low of 367, but since then share price has bounced back. In fact, I think if you look at the rebound, it was quite strong. It took out the 30-day SMA, and I think last week it actually closes just a tad above the 50-day SMA. This week, I think expect some volatility, because I think a base will likely take place around the 50-day SMA before the next upleg unwinds. On Indonesia, we have Indofood. Okay, if you look at the price chart, it actually broke out from the descending wedge pattern last week. In fact, I think share price also took out the 30-day and 50-day SMAs along the way. It is now challenging the 200-day SMA. Just like the stock before, we would expect share price to build a base around the 200-day SMA before the next leg unwinds. The second Indonesian stock is actually Indo Tambang Raya. If you look at the price chart, the rebound from the June low basically lifted the candles above all the key SMAs. I think the 200-day SMA was taken out last Friday, since Thursday. So I think that is a good chance that the upward trajectory may be extended. On Philippines, first stock is actually Manila Electric. I think the stock has been consolidating sideways. In fact, consolidating in the descending wedge pattern for the past few months, but a base has formed above all its key averages. Last 2 weeks, share price actually broke out from the wedge, and hence we will expect the share price to rechallenge the previous high, which is actually the January 2024 high of 399.80. Second Philippine stock is actually BDO Unibank. I think the stock has also broken out from the descending wedge pattern not too long ago. In fact, share price has actually took out the key SMAs along the way. The better prospect from technical landscape is that share price had been able to build a base around the 200-day SMA. So unlike the previous stocks, this stock, the BDO, had been able to build a base around or above the 200-day SMA for the past 1-2 weeks. Hence, I think it is actually ready for another upleg. In Singapore, first stock, SIFMAC. Okay, I think if you look at the consolidation, the stock has been consolidating sideways the last 1-2 weeks. Friday itself, it actually broke out from the sideways channel. Hence, I think there is a good chance that a new upleg has unwound. Bear in mind that I think volatility could increase because RSI is now overbought. Second Singapore stock, Thai Beverage. It is still trapped in the downtrend channel. I think if you look at the black line which I've drawn here, but I think the bulls are gaining momentum because share price started to bounce back from the low of 42.5 cents. Right now, share price is actually trading above the 30-day and 50-day SMAs, and it is going to challenge the 200-day SMA. If today we see the formation of another white candle, basically it will be at the early stage of the breakout. In Thailand, we're talking the first stock is actually Siam Wellness. share price broke out from the descending wedge pattern, again, we will expect near-term volatility to increase because it is actually it basically ended just a tad above 30-day SMA last Friday. So we need to see a stronger base building before the next upleg unwind. Okay, stock will need to take out the 50-day SMA to confirm the upcycle. The second high stocks is actually 3BB Internet. Again, I think it is also trading at a downtrend channel, but the good thing is share price has actually broken out from the downtrend channel. If you look at the candles, it has also bounces back above the 30-day and 50-day SMAs. So I think May 2024 high of 605 will be the immediate target to challenge. For Vietnam Asia Commercial Bank, okay, share price has been consolidated sideways. I know in the mid-May that period probably not a good fit into the sideways trend, but generally Friday it actually broke out from the channel again. Okay, so I think we would expect momentum to improve. Chances are share price will re-challenge the previous high at 26260. Second, Vietnam stocks, Vietnam Maritime. I think stock is actually trying to break out from the triangle pattern. In fact, I think last Friday it ended marginally above the triangle resistance. So I think chances are the upward trajectory may be extended because if you look at the RSI, it is still rising and it has yet to reach overbought territory. So I think the bulls should have the upper hand here. What